Here we have newest harp I made. It's on my mud duck style frame shape, and I went ahead and I filed out what looks like almost like the teeth of gears. I made this for a friend who owns a machine shop, so this is going to be called the Machine Duck. It's a fairly large harp. Loop trigger out at a slight angle. Very tight gaps. These gaps are mad tight again. My same Recon finish. I do like this finish. It's a little bit, I'll shine it up a little bit. Got some fingerprints on it, but I love the way this harp turned out. Has long sustain. And I'm having good luck in tuning harps. I'm having a lot of harps end up being either A1 or C2, so that's going to be options on the harps. Good feeling harp too. I like how it holds, how it fits the hand. Let's go ahead. Let's get an ear on it. How does she sound? Been spending quite a bit more time on each individual harp. Instead of rushing through to get the next harp done, I've been spending my time on each harp a few extra hours, and it's really been paying off. The harps are really coming out much better now. Much better fit and finish, and let's go ahead and see if there's any difference in the sound. That is what I have been looking for in the harps I've been making, but I haven't been able to find it, and it's been a learning process to get here. I found that it's kind of a learning curve. At first, my understanding of what made a harp, I thought I knew what made a harp back when I just reviewed harps, and I thought I knew what all went into it, and turns out I didn't know much. First, let me just explain my learning curve. At first, I thought, oh, the harp just needs to be tight. The gaps just need to be tight. So at first I strived to make harps with tight gaps, and I was getting harps that were sometimes loud, but they didn't sound good. They didn't play well. It wasn't pleasing to play like this harp is. Well, that's because I found that a harp needs to be flat and straight on every single plane. Not only do the gaps need to be tight along the reed, the reed can't be, it has to be flat with the planes of the arms as well. It can't be cross-secting or slightly at an angle. If this happens, then you have different parts of the reed making sound out of time with the other parts of the reed. It's not vibrating proportionally. The other place I found that it needs to be flat is reeds need to be dead flat in this direction too. You can't even have them just a little bit offset. And I actually have some commercially produced harps that are offset like that, and it does affect the sound a little bit. That reed being off a little bit causes it to also be out of time. When one side of the reed is clicking and making it sound, it will be making it sound out of time with the other arm, creating a fuzziness that works against each other. Also, the last plane that it needs to be flat on is the arm. Sometimes on a couple of my harps, I found that they're loud, but the sound just isn't really good. It's because the arms were not straight with the reed. One arm was sitting slightly up. Well, when I moved it back down and flattened it out, it corrected it. It made a huge difference in the sound, having all your sound being made in the correct time. And all those, and getting the correct taper and lengths of my reeds down to make notes, that's really helped. And it has resulted from, let's see, a couple of harps that I was previously proud of, like this harp here. I was about 4 weeks ago, I was really proud of it. Hear that fuzziness compared to my harps now? Like the ringing of a bell. There's no vibrations that are working against the vibrations I want to make. Even my mud duck harp, which made 2 weeks ago and was pretty proud of it as well. That sound, it's not a clear ringing bell. It has that fuzziness because it's slightly out of phase. For this new harp, so much better sound. So I've been having a real good time and working my tail off building these harps, and I'm just glad that my understanding of the harp, of what makes a good harp, is deepening, and I'm learning and growing with it. Well, that's going to be it for the update on the harps I be making. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more harpery. Harp out.